We did cultural eutrophication and we're group 7A. The high demand for livestock has resulted in an estimated 8 billion animals being raised on farms around the country. These animals consume over half of the country's water and cause a large amount of the country's pollution as well. Improper farming has resulted in polluted water because of runoff of fertilizers and pesticides into the surrounding bodies of water and groundwater. The large amount of animals and nutrients required to raise them has also resulted in manure polluting nearby water as well. The increase in nutrients found in water nearby causes an increase in algal blooms. Over time, these algal blooms deplete the oxygen supply in the water. Without oxygen, other organisms living in the water begin to die off. This pollution of drinking water has a big effect on human health as well.
The four main disciplines that were commonly referenced were agricultural, environmental, and engineering and biology. Agricultural scientists attempt to understand types of chemicals overpolluting the watershed. Environmental scientists attempt to focus on the overall negative affluences cultural eutrophication has on the water biomes. Engineers are the main sources of producing solutions to control pollution in watersheds. Biologists were responsible to derive the nutrients that were inducing cultural eutrophication in watersheds. The similarities between the disciplines are they all believe that cultural eutrophication is caused by human pollution. Pollution enters the watershed through runoff. All disciplines also believe that phosphorus and nitrogen cause cultural eutrophication. The differences between the disciplines were how each discipline approaches to find the location/cause of cultural eutrophication. Agricultural scientists look for specific pesticides, environmental scientists look for natural causes, biologists look for nutrient concentration, and engineers create the solution.
When solving the problem of cultural eutrophication, you need to include every discipline or else you'll only solve one aspect of it. Eutrophication is associated as an environmental science issue, and one of the main causes is agriculture, because runoff from farms gets into water. Agricultural scientists want the most efficient and effective way to grow crops and raise livestock. They can rely on environmental scientists and biologists to make more environmentally friendly methods. Biology is the study of living organisms, and eutrophication in the environment wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't affecting living organisms. One aspect of biology is studying plants, which is botany. Botany is important because it aims to observe exactly how an increase of nutrients leads to algae, and can also be used to understand plants and how they grow. Engineering applies all of these disciplines because it aims to fix the problem of eutrophication while including all disciplines. For instance, in the article Cultural Eutrophication Control Through Water Reuse, the researchers discussed how cultural eutrophication is increased by human activities as well as strategies to reduce it. After explaining the biological and agricultural aspects of this environmental issue, they proposed some solutions to it. Ideally, this is the goal that scientists are trying to achieve when dealing with cultural eutrophication.
Based on the research done on all the interdisciplinary approaches, some of the claims in our popular media articles were found to be true, while others were not. Most of our popular media articles had correct information regarding the causes on eutrophication and the risk on its continuation. The details of these claims, however, were not as concrete as the bigger picture. The different popular media articles chose different causes to focus on and form their arguments around. The different causes that were focused on were fertilizer runoff, pesticide runoff, manure runoff, and algal blooms. All of these are contributing factors to the increase of cultural eutrophication, and they are all a result of the higher demand of livestock. But what the popular media articles fail to mention is that it is because of all these factors, fertilizer runoff, pesticide runoff, and manure runoff, that cultural eutrophication is becoming such a problem. The fact that all these factors are happening at the same time and all at increased rates is what is causing the increase in eutrophication.